sports coverage of the NFL Super Bowl champs, introduced to this fired-up crowd here in the Kansas City Chiefs. America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. But markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back.
That penalty will move them back.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He hits West underneath. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On third down, it's Hunt. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, They're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Go bandit! 53! White 20!
They try again with Lewis. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go, let's go! White 20!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And out come the Chiefs now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go!
Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The toss. There goes Wentz. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On third down, that's Hunt. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And now out come the Patriots. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. The loss of a full 3.
Well, add that play to his resume this year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And a loose football. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Come on, let's go. 52.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He was the cover guy for Madden in 2016, but I don't think Gronk saw that as being his highlight for the year. What did he have, 25 catches for the season? Only 8 games, went down for good right before Thanksgiving. You know he wants to be back with a vengeance in 2017.
52.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
95.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Justin Houston. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 95 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, aggressiveness is used against them, because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this is their third drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. That's certainly not something we see often from number 12, Tom Brady, although we did see it in Super Bowl 51.
And that's why it's so memorable, because of what you just said. It doesn't happen very often. And think of the momentum that you gain as a defense, not only picking off Tom Brady, but pick six. Oh, boy, you feel good about yourselves.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
First and 10. Here's Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
As we well know, James White was an absolute man in the Super Bowl, but boy, his regular season wasn't bad either. Had 60 catches.
60 catches, more than Martellus Bennett, more than Chris Hogan, something that went overlooked in his arsenal. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Brady now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's West. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Red zone opportunity. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Let's go. Here we go.
Now a toss. This is West. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Back down in Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Here we go. Detroit. Green 39.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Anthony Sherman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And right side caught Hogan. And he he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Again, it's Lewis, 15-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Brady to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, partner, we just saw the second interception of the game against Tom Brady. I'm going to see my eye doctor because I did not really see that, did I?
Well, nobody sees it often. Last year, he threw 2 interceptions all season. Did not throw 2 in a game, so certainly a rarity. The drive begins with a handoff to West. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus.
Mahomes now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will score. Touchdown.
Guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Tyreek Hill on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. It's complete to Chris Conley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. To throw on second down. Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Foxborough after this. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. From the gun, it's Brady. And a dump off to White. So that one will be accepted. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He hits White, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They keep it on the ground. White again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now Brady, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now they call on Steven Gostkowski. His career-long 57 yards set just a year ago. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Setting up the screen for West. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it to West on the dump off. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Green, 39.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Here we go.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The drive starts with a run by White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Wait, 20.
They stay on the ground with White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
20.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. White. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a fourth down. They start on the ground with West. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Here's White.
Throughout the day, finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle them up again? Because I'd say after that run, the confidence is...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks with his first touchdown in a Patriot uniform. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
Now let's go.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense. Has a touchdown. Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now it's the backup Smith, eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He hits West underneath. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On second down, here's Smith. Flushed out right. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Patriots take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. with White. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From midfield, here's Brady. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wait, 20. Wide. 3 down, these two.
Now a carry for White. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Remember, opening Thursday night last year, that was a good one. Panthers at the Broncos. This one equally as good as the Chiefs and Patriots battling to the wire. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. And for the Pats, let's look ahead for a second. They will have 3 of their first 4 at home this year. After this, they will go to New Orleans, but then back here for the Texans and Panthers in week 3 and 4.
Not going to be an easy opening schedule, but they do get most of it at home.
On second down, here's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. New England on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, and it's his 3rd missed field goal of the game, much to the displeasure of this home crowd, some of whom are heading for the turnstiles.
And unfortunately for him, he'll be a hot topic of discussion on talk radio in the week ahead. But I think this goes beyond him. This has really not been the greatest of performances from the top to the bottom.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Well, the good news for the Chiefs, they'll have 10 days to get ready for week 2 as they'll have their home opener against the Eagles on the 17th. That'll be followed by a trip to L.A. to take on the Chargers. Their first visit there, followed by a home date on the first Monday night in October against the Redskins. That's what's upcoming.
Very interesting early schedule, almost an early open week with that 10-day gap between the opener and game 2.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. On first down, Brady. And a dump off to White. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Brady to throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of
and for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. On the ground, it's West again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Smith turns and gives to West. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A Kansas City first. Smith finding his fellow Pro Bowler Kelsey. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This is West. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Smith. It's Kelsey on the ground. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, that's West. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's good.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Charkandrick West, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week one. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Brady will try again on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first. Brady now on first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Again, it's Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Allen Bailey in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I,